G'day everyone, I'm just out enjoying some fishing with Brett Corker. We've had a great afternoon. It started off quiet, but then we've picked up a couple of small ones and we're about to go onto the surface lures and try and lure one out off the top. But anyway, I just want to answer a question that I've been asked recently on YouTube. And that is, the question was, hey Robbie, why don't you ever catch any big fish? Now I'm going to answer that question to the best of my ability. First of all, a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on big fish. Big fish is their goal. Their mission is to catch big fish, and that's fine. That's their prerogative and that's what they like, and I have no problems with that. But it's not mine. Brett and I have just fished this waterway for 3 hours before we even caught a fish. It's been a really quiet night, but I would still rather be in this particular environment, skinny water, birds, away from civilization, away from everyone. We've seen a snake, we might even see another one. I just love this atmosphere. This suits me better than being down on Lake Mulwala chasing big fish with heaps of other boats and speedboats and jet skis, or being down on the Murray River below Yarra and there's heaps of other boats and stuff. I like this better. In the cooler weather, when I can go down to Mulwala and there's not speedboats and it's a lot quieter, I still prefer to come out here and usually catch nothing in the cooler weather. It's all about the environment. So big fish aren't the first and foremost thing for me when I go fishing. My main mission is to get out and relax, to unwind, to be out here in this fantastic environment. And right now I can hear a kookaburra and it's just magnificent. Now big fish, I call this big fish syndrome, and a lot of people put a lot of effort or a lot of emphasis on catching big fish. I think where that comes from, that stems back to the olden days, or before the olden days, to the primate days even, the caveman days, where catching a fish had one purpose, and that was to feed yourself or to feed your family, and the biggest fish were the best fish. Catching a bigger fish meant you got to feed more people, and that's why it was so important to catch bigger fish. Now these days we don't even keep fish. Not many of us keep a feed of fish these days. We'd rather practice catch and release. So we don't need to catch the biggest fish. It doesn't matter whether the fish is this long or this long, it's not going to feed anyone. But we've still maintained that instinct that's been ingrained in us or entrenched in us over years, that bigger is better. Now also, people like to set goals. People like to catch a big fish to feel validated. They want to feel like a good fisherman by catching a big fish. And you've got to be a good fisherman to catch a big fish. My goal, one thing that I want to do to make me more validated, is to be able to master a number of different techniques and tactics. I want to be able to drown a worm and catch a trout in a flowing stream with bait, or fly, or lure, or come down here and use bait or cast lures. And just recently you will have seen I've started fly fishing for Murray cod, and that's been quite challenging, but that is what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to be someone that is a very, very versatile fisherman. That's more important to me than catching bigger fish. Now a lot of these sessions that Brett and I do, such as this one now, we don't leave until tea time. We got out really early tonight. Brett picked me up at 5:30 p.m. Last night he picked me up at 7 o'clock at night, and we didn't even get 2 hours of fishing in. So we just go close to home, and in the waterways that are in our backyards. Rarely do I invest a full day of my life and travel down to where there's more bigger fish are more common in places like the lower Ovens River, the Murray River, Lake Mulwala, or even up in the dams like Eildon, Copeton, Burrinjuck. I'm not interested in doing that. I could do it, but it's not my main interest. I would rather catch a big fish in a waterway close to home like this. I actually caught a 98 centimetre cod in this very river, only about 500 metres from here in 2008. They are here. There are big fish in this area, and if I catch one, believe me, you're going to hear about it. I'm going to tell everyone. But I haven't come out here to catch a 98 centimetre cod. I've come out here to spend time with Brett, to unwind, to get away from work stresses, just life stresses in general, to make a video and just to have a great time. And I tell you what folks, that's what we're doing. Thank you very much for watching. Just watch this little bit of a clip at the end. There's a reasonably sized fish hits my surface lure and I catch a small fish, but that's just doing what I love, 5 minutes from home. I love it. Oh, that was a touch. Again, got him. I hit it 3 times. He's a small fish. You hit it twice, you hit it once, then you hit it again, and then you hit it a 3rd time. That's a little fish to be taking such a big lure. Righto folks, lovely little Murray cod. Once again only a little fella, typical sort of 40 centimetre size, maybe not even that. Yeah, I'd say he'd be up around 38 or 39 centimetres. Caught on the great big number 1 stump jumper, Murray cod. See you later mate. Jesus, that was a good fish. That was a good boof. That was a decent fish. That wasn't a 30 centimetre cod, I'll give you the tip. Hello, how did I go?
Really good.